everything's brighter, which I'm autistic, so everything is usually to me anyway. I just squint my eyes more. My jaw ain't working right. My saliva tastes nasty. I basically just gotta ride it out according to the cop. Well, the cop didn't say it. I did when he was. I know the routine. Anyway, so I'm going to Starbucks. Hopefully, they'll be understanding of the situation. I already know at the hospital what the routine is. So me waiting it out for a few hours and making sure it really is an issue before going in. That's not necessarily recommended, but also given the hospital here, you're kind of hit and miss as far as whether you get a good doctor or one who treats you like you're just an addict. Oh my God. I'm going to get a coffee with a shit ton of creamer. I'm going to try to drown this flavor out of my mouth. And hopefully when I go up to the hospital, they'll take it seriously. If not, I'll have it recorded. It ain't cool to roofie somebody. I mean, on a whole nother level, that is screwed up.
Hi there, how you doing today?
When Spencer Crawford stabbed Angus to death, Angus was his best friend. Spencer was ninja dosed. So was Angus. They were both tripping balls. And Spencer put a knife through Angus's heart. Anyway, I'm real pissed off about the situation, but I gotta try to make the best of it. I am having issues with speaking right now, so as long as it's been, I mean, I don't think it's gonna get much worse than this. I'm just not comfortable with this stuff happening to begin with. Now, normally when rainbows want to ninja dose you, what they'll do is they'll do it with acid. They don't try doing it with meth. They might be doing it with fentanyl, which is what I'm worried about. My skin does kind of, it feels oily, if that makes sense. So the cop's not willing to do anything about it and basically just have me ride it out, even if it screws me up severely and I'm walking around in the middle of the interstate in 2 hours. Talking about how I'm a horse or some crazy crap like that. And we'll see what happens. Walking over here and catching a fresh breeze has helped me out a little bit. Being in the shade, that helps out with the whole brightness issue, and it'll be a little bit better when I get inside, I hope. Going to the hospital, you know, I should probably make sure that I can report it just in case I get one of the doctors that doesn't care. When it comes to dosing somebody like that, that's very serious. I ingested less than an ounce because I sucked through a straw and I was able to taste the weirdness about halfway through a chug. So, I don't know, maybe 3/4 of an ounce of it or less. I can only imagine how I would be right now if I'd had COVID and ended up with no ability to smell or taste anything, and I went and drank that whole 20 ounces, I would probably be dead right now. Given the effects and the serious nasty flavor that is still in my mouth, there was a pretty hefty quantity in there. normally when they do it, they wouldn't do it with meth. They do it with hallucinogens because you feed somebody enough hallucinogens, they never come back from the trip. Now, if this is some sort of hallucinogen, it's not having enough effects on me for me to, I'm not seeing fractals, I'm not having any audio hallucinations either. I'm not hearing anything that's not here. There's birds there and there's birds up there. I hear them. I hear the vehicles. They're obviously here. They do exist. I smell nasty ass McDonald's cheese. There's the McDonald's. You can see by the trees which direction the wind is blowing. Although I've got a tingly feeling all over my skin, which is not comfortable. It does feel oily. My legs are a little bit shaky, or rather a lot shaky. I'm going to let them know that if I stop speaking English, they need to call an ambulance for me. Short of that, they're not likely to do anything. So, I've already talked to the cops about it and heard what they had to say about it. I know where the hospital is if it does get that bad. Right now, I can say loud and clear, I am not fit to drive my vehicle, so I left a sign on my vehicle window saying I'd be back at 8 o'clock or 9 o'clock at the latest. So, let's get this shit done. Be radio, thanks for coming to visit. Stay out of trouble or don't get caught. Remember, you are your brother's keeper and no victim left behind.